Hey, so I am here today. You will see me in the same, whatever, in another video, mind your business. But I am coming to talk about mental health, post-op mental health specifically. I have mentioned before in my other videos, I don't remember, but I think I might have mentioned how I have had 3 breakdowns during my post-op experience, like during the first month of my post-op experience. And yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. I feel like there is no way of preparing yourself for surgery. I just don't know where to start because this is such a big topic. Like, honestly, if you see me looking down, like, I have a notebook in front of me because I took notes, and I literally have 2 full pages of notes. Like, I'm not gonna make this video like crazy long, but this is honestly like a serious topic, and I'm making it because when I was doing my research, even after, like during my post-op, I think I only came across like one video where there was a girl post-op breast reduction who shared, like her emotional experience, and she wasn't having a good time, bro. Like she was not, like, and I understand. I get it. It makes absolute sense. It really does, because to be honest, like, that whole post-op experience, there's nothing fun about it. So don't believe all the videos that you see during your research, because they don't give you like the nitty-gritty on their post-op. They only tell you like the superficial stuff. And honestly, this day and age, I think the mental health part is like, that was my biggest challenge. That was honestly my biggest challenge. My first breakdown, I'm just gonna get into that. The first time I had my breakdown was because, let me just throw out there, I have never in my life had surgery. So I didn't know what to expect at all. I didn't know what to expect post-op. My first breakdown, I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I can look back on it now and laugh at myself, but I literally panicked. I panicked because my incisions on my left breast underneath my the anchor incision, my incisions were coming apart, and so it looked. Basically, it just did not look like the other side. That was my main problem, was that it didn't look like the other side. It was not healing like the other side, and it was also draining. I think the draining is what scared me the most the first time. And now my first panic attack was like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, post-op day 4. Like, it was like within the first week. So I was freaking out. My mom, who was home, she was the one that was taking care of me the first couple of weeks, and I had her freaking out, but she was like trying to be strong for me. Mom, I love you. But like, she was like, stop worrying about it, like, just call the doctor and see what they say, but stop watching it, and da-da. And then I also had my oldest sister. Like, I was sending her pictures and videos or whatever, and I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm freaking out. Like, I'm legit freaking out. At this point, I'm crying. I'm in my room, like, I don't know what to do. Like, should I go to the hospital? At that point, I felt like, I thought that, like, the stitches came undone early. Like, in the anchor incisions, they put internal dissolvable stitches, and I thought maybe they got undone early or something. And then on top of that, they sealed my incisions with glue, and I'm like, oh my God, the glue came off too early. Like, there was just so many thoughts running through my head, and I'm just like freaking out. I went to my follow-up appointment the following week, and my doctor looked at it. She's like, everything looks fine. And I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, I was legit freaking out just a couple of days ago, and you gonna come in here and tell me that everything looks fine. Like, this don't look like this side. So what do you mean it looks fine? Just, what do you mean? So she looked at it and she's like, yeah, no, it looks okay. She's like, what you need to do is stop lifting up your arm, because it was underneath. So she's like, stop lifting your arm and lifting your breast to look in the mirror. She's like, you're stretching it and you're making it worse. Like, that's one thing I do love about my doctor. Like, she, her and the nurse, they tell me like it is, you know. They're like, because they know, like, this is my first time, I've never done this. So they told me, like, you know, I know what you're doing and you need to stop. Like, cut it out. Just let yourself heal. So breakdown number 2, right? This time there was nothing wrong. I didn't find anything wrong. It was more so I felt botched. I did. I felt botched. So this was probably the worst breakdown. And I'm gonna tell you guys, of all the videos that you watch on YouTube doing your research before your breast reduction, do not expect yourself to come out looking like them, because you will not. There will be a difference. Everyone is different. Everyone heals different. Every surgeon is different. Everything is different. So I was like, why on earth doesn't mine look like theirs? Like, they come out of surgery perky as hell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they just got a little piece of tape and gauze and whatever. No, I didn't come out like that, you know? All in all, they took like 10 pounds of breast tissue off of me. So, you know, it was a lot of titty. They took a lot of titty. So I was dead wrong. Like, I was just wrong. I was wrong for comparing myself to other people. At that point, they had took the nipple bolsters off of my nipple grafts and, off of my areolas, and every day I would just look at them like, why does it look like that? But literally within like the next like week, they started to look better a little bit. Like, little at a time, they started to look better. Leading into my next appointment. So my second follow-up appointment, you know, she was telling me like, don't judge them. It's almost like every time I have an appointment, she knows how I feel before I even get it. Before she even comes in the room, it's like she knows how I feel, so she already knows what she's going to tell me. Because my second appointment, she told me straight up, like, don't judge them. Don't judge how they look. It's like, don't. She came in the room, she checked it out. She checked them out. She put the non-stick adhesives back on my nipple area and under my right breast. I'm so sorry. Under my right breast, where the drainage was, because I was still draining on that side. So she told me straight up, she's like, stop judging. She's like, don't judge them now. They're gonna look completely different in just a couple of weeks. And you know, they just look like this now because you're fresh out of post-op. Like, it was literally like, what, like 2 weeks post-op, or whatever it was. But she told me not to judge them. And, you know, I was like, you know what? You're right. Like, stop judging them. And I went home again with a clear mind. So I had a good week after my appointment. I had a really great week. You know, I wasn't judging them. I was just doing what the doctor was telling me to do. Like, keep applying something, like keep them moist with Vaseline. So every time I got in the shower, you know, you do what you gotta do and put the gauze back on. Keep a sports bra on at all times. I followed the directions. Now, it wasn't until the week after, or the weekend. It wasn't until after, a while after now, I started to notice like a little hole. In the same spot where it's draining, I noticed a hole. Now, I saw the hole and I at first told myself, don't freak out. do not freak out. You know, it's almost your appointment. Like, I think it was like in like 4 days I had my appointment, or 3 days. So now at this point, I freaked out. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I freaked the hell out. I freaked out. I think I was at my sister's house, and I went to the bathroom. I was laughing because I don't know if you noticed, I laugh a lot. I giggle a lot. So I was laughing at my sister's house with family over, and I felt a pain, like it was a really sharp pain right under my breast. And I'm like, what is happening? So I went to the bathroom to just check and see what's going on. And I saw this hole, and I was like, breathe. I had my sister check it out. She tried to keep it cool for me. Like, I really owe my mom and my sister a lot, let me tell you. Like, let me just say, make sure you have a good support system. Like, on a serious note, make sure you have a really good support system during your post-op experience, whether it's friends, family, whoever you may talk to on a regular basis. Reach out to them. Absolutely reach out to them. Do not go through it on your own, because it will be rough. You know, you might feel stuck. I was literally in this bed for a month. Like, I was in this bed most of the time for a month. I'm the type of person that's like, I work 12-hour shifts in the hospital. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always moving. I'm always going. Even when I'm home on my days off, I'm driving around town somewhere running errands. Like, I'm always a person that's constantly moving. So to be in bed behind like 4 walls, feeling like I'm locked in like quarantine or whatever, it literally drove me crazy, because all I kept doing was researching and like checking my incisions 24/7, seeing what's wrong and what shouldn't look like what. It was definitely a struggle. It was a struggle, but I must say, having the support that I had definitely helped. It's like everyone took on a role and I didn't ask them to, and it was just amazing. You know, like, it was just amazing having that support. Even people outside of my immediate family, they were calling me to check up on me. And like just send me like positive words and stuff. Like, you seriously need a good support system behind you when you do these things, because in this day and age, mental health is seriously something that should not be taken as a joke. Now that I've talked about everything else under the sun, so I just feel like they should suggest a therapy session during your post-op experience. There should be mental health information provided before and after surgeries. This is not just, I'm not just speaking for breast reductions. I'm speaking for any type of surgery that limits a person from doing anything, you know? Like, I feel like all doctors, period, across the board, I feel like all doctors should be referring or suggesting therapy, period. Like, I don't know how I would have handled any of it without the support that I had, you know? So I'm grateful to have that. Not everyone has that type of support, but there are people out there who can give that type of support. You know, like I said, there's therapists out there. There's other people, like, even if you happen to meet someone, like, there's a whole community, I'm sure, of people who are out there to help with any of those type of stuff, you know, breakdowns, anxiety attacks. Like, there's people out there, period. But my main point that I really want to make is, do not compare yourself to other people. I guess a couple of points. Don't compare yourself to how the next person is healing. Don't compare how they looked fresh out of surgery to what you looked like fresh out of surgery. Do not be like me and watch your incisions. Like, every 10 minutes you in the mirror looking at the incisions. Don't do that. Honestly, since I stopped doing that, everything has been great. Like, I'm not even in any pain anymore. Mind over matter. Let me tell you, sis. Mind over matter. Another thing, get the hell out your bed. Like, get the hell out your bed when you can. Don't get stuck in your room like I did. I didn't get out much. I did walk here and there with my mom, but it took so much energy out of me that I would end up back in bed. Seriously, do what you can. Don't stop walking, because I stopped. I eventually stopped and I was just in bed all the time. Definitely get out that room. Don't just sit in there. I tried to occupy myself in my room with like books and like Netflix. Like, that was a big thing. Netflix and stuff. But it wasn't working. So now I'm getting out the house, but I also decided, why not start my YouTube channel? So start a YouTube channel if you need to. Do something to occupy yourself inside and outside your room. Don't just be stuck behind these four walls. Don't sit there sulking. Like, find things to do to occupy yourself so you're not watching your incisions and you're not doing research on how other people looked and why this is happening to you and whatever. Just do other things. Do other things. I got problems. Wow. But anyway, if you have any questions, ask me. I will try to answer them. Ask me in the comments. Send me an email. My email is in the description box. Like, subscribe, and comment. Share. Share the wealth, sis. No, but if you know other people that's out there that's like getting breast reductions or looking into getting a breast reduction, you know, share this video with them. Share someone else's experience. Let them know, you know, I'm letting you know, I'm letting your friends know and your friends' friends. If you have questions about me personally, my experience, please let me know. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. If I can't, I'll try to refer you to, like, you know, ask your doctor or look online or whatever the case may be. But like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those notifications for the next video. Bye. So they said these kids is mad loud. I keep losing my train of thought. Suggest. Suggest. I feel like they should suggest. Oh my God. I can't talk.